Hey guys, this is Chris with the Real Estate Problem Solver. I've had a couple clients that we talked to that have vacant houses, and one of the common issues that we end up having to factor into our offer is having a busted pipes. Now, the reason they're busted is because the house was on a well, and they didn't think about the winter time. Now the winter's not so bad in Georgia, but when you go up into the northern states, it gets cold enough to where it can bust pipes, and even Georgia gets busted pipes too. So there's a simple way to shut down a vacant house that you're not maintaining. And since my house is on a well, then I'm going to run through the procedures with my own house and show you what I'm talking about. So come with me over here. Okay, so what we got here, let me get the sun out of your eyes, and I'll put it in my eyes. So out here on the outside, somewhere in your house is going to be a double pole breaker in the panel, and it's going to be for the well. Usually it's a double pole, which means two switches tied together is one piece, and it's 30 amps. Okay, so that's what this one is. So what we're going to do is we're going to shut that off. I'm not going to shut this one off because it's mine. And then from that point, once you shut the well off, the well's not going to pump anymore. So let's go over here to the well and show you what is going to happen there. All right, we're back. Yeah. All right, so in our county, we're getting charged taxes for every building that's on the property, including the well house, no matter how small it is. So I decided, you know what, if I'm getting charged for it, I might as well go ahead and make it to where it's big enough to have some utility purposes. So this is actually a 14 by 25 utility house, and I sectioned off the well so it is in here by itself, segregated. All right, so now we've got the pump turned off. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to go into the house. Let me get where you can see me. Now from this point, you're going to go into the house and you're going to turn on the water, wherever it may be. You want to use the outside spigot, that's fine. What you're doing is you're draining the tank. Okay, this big thing right here, that is the tank. And that tank, I don't know if you can see this or not, but this right here is the pressure that's showing on the tank. So once that pressure is down, that means that there's no more pressure on the tank itself, but it's still got water in it, and that water will push into the lines in the house. Ultimately, what you want to do is not only you want to drain the pressure off of the tank, but you also want to drain the tank itself. Okay, so once it gets to that point, there is actually, and I can't show you because it's so small, but underneath this valve, underneath the gauge, is a small pinhole. And that pinhole, when this water gets down far enough, you're going to hear it gurgling, 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 and then all of a sudden you're going to hear go, it's going to start sucking air. That's what you want. Okay, the pump is shut off. It's not going to turn on. The tank is drained down to where, and the way this is designed is half of this tank, okay, is supposed to be air. This is your accumulator. This is what keeps the pressure steady when you're running the pump and running the water in the house. But the house is vacant. You don't want that. So you want all that water to be gone, and you want as much air in there as possible. The reason being is because when the lines get cold, they freeze the water inside those lines. Any exposed water or exposed plumbing is going to freeze. And when water freezes, it expands. Unfortunately, fluids do not compact. They don't compress. Okay, that's why they use hydraulics for brakes and other stuff. When they need 1 inch of movement on one end for 1 inch of movement on the other end, they use fluids, water, hydraulics, whatever. Well, air does compress, so you want as much air in the lines as you can get. So in this case, you're going to put air in the tank, you're going to put air in the lines, you're going to leave the faucet open, and let it drain out until there's just absolutely nothing else coming out. Then, if you want to, you can close it. I usually leave at least one faucet inside the house open. I might flush the toilet after it's drained. That way, if it does expand, there's an open valve inside the toilet that will let air out. That way, water can expand, it can freeze, and it's not going to hurt anything. So, hopefully that was helpful. If you got any questions, you can give us a call, or you can go to our website at realestateproblemsolver.com, or you can call us at 478-273-0062. We'll talk to you on the next one. Bye.